In today's video, I want to go over a pretty major new free PlayStation 4 game that has been revealed, and it's going into beta testing rather soon. However, the official PS4 release is still going to be a ways away, and it's so far out that I imagine it's going to be on PS5 as well. We'll talk about that, and also we've got updated physical and digital sales for Monster Hunter World Iceborne, and they have reached a brand new milestone, so very cool to see that game do as well as it's doing. We'll talk that in the second half of this video. But first up, Magic Legends has been revealed for the PlayStation 4. Free-to-play, massively multiplayer online action RPG, Magic Legends will launch for PC sometime this year in 2020, and there will be a PlayStation 4 and Xbox One version coming sometime in 2021, announced by publisher Perfect World Entertainment and developer Cryptic Studios. The first beta test will be held this spring and introduce two new planeswalkers, the Earth-Shattering Geomancer and the Psychic Power-wielding Mind Mage. Signups are available right now at the official website, and they noted, quote, "Our entire team was overwhelmed by the incredible response we received from gamers and Magic the Gathering fans when we announced Magic Legends last month." That was coming from Magic Legends executive producer Steven Rakosa in a press release. He continued by saying, "Now we're excited to reveal a first look at what makes this game truly special. We can't wait for players to assume the role of a planeswalker and collect powerful spells to take on some of the most dangerous adversaries in the known multiverse." Want to take you guys through an overview that Perfect World also sent out. From the developers behind Neverwinter comes a new top-down, massively multiplayer online action RPG featuring fast-paced combat inspired by Magic the Gathering. An ancient force moves in darkness, posing an ever-growing threat to the entire multiverse. Players will experience the power of becoming a planeswalker as they discover exciting mana-based spells and strategically build out the perfect hand of balanced attacks to control the chaos of the battlefield. While openly exploring the vast plains for Magic the Gathering, players will fight alongside iconic characters and legendary creatures made popular by the original card game. Key features of the game note: become a planeswalker. Players can choose from 5 diverse classes and switch between different planeswalkers at any time, and of course, as is the case with these class-based games, each of those classes are going to have distinct characteristics and abilities, and I'm sure that ultimately the idea is to add more classes and expand them even more as we do progress through the game. Walk your own path. Players will need to cross various planes to save the multiverse, but how they weave their path is up to them, so a lot of option in how you tackle the game will also be present while playing the game. Control the chaos in real-time combat. Choosing what spells go into each hand requires strategy, as they will be drawn at random during attacks, and then you can collect and upgrade. Players will discover a myriad of spells and collect spell fragments to make them more powerful, and as you play through the game, you'll develop as a character, and collecting and upgrading these various spells is definitely going to be a big element to the game, and you'll fight together. The planes in Magic Legends can be traversed alone. You can absolutely play the game solo. However, you can also play with up to 2 other planeswalkers, offering a compelling 3-player experience. Again, as I mentioned at the top, we do have 2 classes. We have the 2 first character classes announced for Magic Legends. We first have the Geomancer, who draws upon the power of the earth to pummel enemies in close quarters with devastating stone and lava attacks. They are capable of absorbing blows that would otherwise incapacitate other planeswalkers with their rock shield. Geomancers prefer to call upon creatures like goblins, kavu, and earth elementals. Then again, we also have the Mind Mage, which sounds rather interesting. Personifies cool intellect as a planeswalker that focuses on psychic powers. They can battle enemies from a safe distance, controlling projectiles with telekinetic powers, and lock down dangerous foes with spells that put them to sleep or turn them against their allies. So I think the Mind Mage is definitely going to be one character class that a lot of people are all over. I know as a free-to-play experience, it's always going to be a genre that some people are immediately off-put by. However, I think that notion has been changing from a console standpoint over the course of this generation, as some of the biggest games even eliminate games like Fortnite and the Battle Royale title. Some of the other major titles are free-to-play games, whether it be a Warframe, a Path of Exile. These games are rather robust and rather in-depth in the experiences that they offer, and I think Magic Legends can be something very similar. Now, we do know that the game will be going into beta testing this spring, and again, you can sign up for the beta right now, and you'll be able to explore some epic worlds through the beta. The Shiv, a volcanic island on the plain of Dominaria, inhabited by Gitu tribes, goblins, ogres, and dragons, and then you have a church state on the plain of the Dominaria, where rolling plains meet Dark Swamp. The Benalish people are at war with the Cabal fanatics. and their demons, and there's gonna be a lot of power in your hands while playing the game. I'll leave a link below where you can sign up for the beta, but it does look like the beta is going to be PC only, given the fact that the PC version is scheduled for a 2020 release while consoles are getting it 2021. That does make a lot of sense. It should also be noted that yes, with a 2021 release window for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, you would think that ultimately this game would be a PlayStation 5 and next Xbox Series X title, but with backwards compatibility being a thing, it's going to be interesting to see how all that develops and how all that pans out come 2021, because if it is released as a PlayStation 4 game, well, it'll still be playable on the PlayStation 5 through backwards compatibility, so that's rather interesting. But again, link in the description box below for those of you with a PC and you want to sign up for the beta. A pretty interesting free-to-play, massively multiplayer online action RPG is coming in 2020 for PC and 2021 for PS4 and Xbox One. On top of that, I should note that we got some screens revealed for the game, so that's something to check out as well. Alright, moving on from that, we got physical shipments and digital sales for Monster Hunter World Iceborne, and they have reached a new milestone and a very exciting milestone. Capcom is just killing it with Monster Hunter World as a whole. The game is selling incredibly well, and the Monster Hunter World Iceborne expansion continues to reach new heights, having surpassed 4 million units in digital sales and physical shipments. This impressive milestone is thanks in large part to the DLC's recent launch on PC as well, so they sold some additional copies that way. And if you actually look on Steam right now, I do believe Monster Hunter World Iceborne is the best-selling game on Steam right now, which is pretty crazy given the fact that it's a $40 expansion. It's not like it's a big-budget brand new release. You already have to own the base game, and then you have to obviously buy Iceborne. You can buy them both in the bundle with the Master Edition, but still, it is doing very, very compelling numbers by the looks of it. It actually got bumped to the number 2 spot on Steam with the impending release of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot that has overtaken Iceborne, which now it has been out for almost a week, so it's a given that it will fall a little bit, but nonetheless, 4 million units is nothing to scoff at, and Iceborne's continued success is not only the cause for celebration, because shipments and digital sales of the base game are also elevating the title further. Monster Hunter World has officially moved 15 million units worldwide. Capcom shared the exciting news in a press release, noting that the 15 million units for Monster Hunter World serve as the official count as of January 2nd, and this is the kind of game that you see because Capcom has remained so committed to it. Yes, they're expending a lot of resources and rolling out updates and creating compelling expansions like Iceborne. However, a lot of people get wind about it, and these are the kinds of games that continue to sell even after years of release. I mean, Monster Hunter World at this point came out 2 years ago, and it's still selling copies. Obviously, not at the extent of which it was originally released at. A game is going to sell the majority of its copies usually around the first month or so of release, and then it does slow down. But in the case of Monster Hunter World, it has really persisted over the years because it has become that ever-evolving experience. And the more people stay engaged to an experience, the more that they're going to tell their friend about it, the more that friend is going to tell another friend after they tell about it, and word travels like wildfire, and that's why Capcom has remained committed. Look, they're doing gamers goodwill by updating Monster Hunter World and offering value for your initial $60 purchase or however much you paid. But at the end of the day, they do see business returns off of it. They are selling incredible amounts of copies with the game, and I just question, man, they have established Monster Hunter as one of the biggest franchises in all of gaming. I do not think it's hyperbole in saying that at all. What does that bode for a Monster Hunter World 2 or whatever, another Monster Hunter game on the PlayStation 5 and next Xbox? Because you know that's absolutely going to happen, and I think that game is going to be even bigger than Monster Hunter World, which is kind of scary to think about because World has just been a massive, massive experience. And Iceborne, you know, some people are against the idea of major $40 expansions, especially for console RPGs, where maybe you're not as used to it as compared to PC, where MMOs, they're rolling out expansions all the time, but a $40 expansion, that is a hefty ask. But not many people made a big issue with Monster Hunter World doing a $40 expansion. You want to know why? Because they knew that Iceborne was going to be worth the $40. They knew because Capcom had built such goodwill that it was going to offer a ton of content, and look at how Iceborne turned out. It has turned out really, really well. The game has sold well, it's been received well, and I can't say enough good things about Capcom right now. They're really firing in all cylinders right now, and it really started with Monster Hunter World. Yeah, they had some other exciting releases. I've been high on the game Strider, and that came out all the way back in 2014, but from a commercial standpoint, generating revenue and creating compelling projects, Monster Hunter World has kicked off this wave of Resident Evil 2, Devil May Cry 5, all of the Mega Man releases, and of course, Resident Evil 7, I gotta give that game some credit. That came out all the way back in 2017, but Capcom, from a financial standpoint, from a notoriety standpoint, they're killing it in all regards. So that's gonna conclude this video. Again, Magic Legends will be going into beta testing this spring, so definitely be on the lookout for that, especially if you do have a PC. Maybe that's something to check out, and Monster Hunter World is killing it from a sales standpoint. 4 million units in digital sales and physical shipments through the console and PC releases. It is doing incredibly well. That's going to conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.